Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. I'm Dayna Pereira.
And I'm Dayna Pereira.
And I'm Dayna Pereira.
No. I'm Dayna Pereira.
Well, if you're Dayna Pereira, then I'm going back to fucking bed.
Okay, I'm Brim. It's me. It's Brimstone, guys. How you doing? How you feeling? I figured, I just let Dayna feel as though she had a duplicate of herself, so this way she'd feel relieved from all the things that she has to do on a daily basis.
Listen, I could use the clone. I could absolutely use the clone.
There you go. I mean, I'm just a little bit bigger and chunkier, but hey, at the end of the day, it's a good clone. I could do the heavy work.
There you go. Well, see, here's the thing. I would like to say that I could use a clone, but I am such a control freak that I wouldn't want to let go of the control for the clone to do the things that I need the clone to do.
Fair enough. Hell, I got one for you. I know how you are with medicine. I'll take all your medicine for you.
Oh, thank you.
There you
So
go.
many vitamins that need to go down the hatch.
I got you. One shot. Boop, done. It's all good. And then I'll retire for the day. Sounds good. That's an easy job. I'm good with that.
And your bone health will be stellar.
I'll let your boy. I'm in. I'm feeling it.
No perimenopausal symptoms anymore. You'll be good.
Well, I don't want to know about the menopausal stuff. It's
coming. It's a coming.
Okay. Well, something's a coming, but it sure as hell ain't gonna be menopausal stuff for me. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm telling you, getting old is fun. It is fun. All of a sudden, they're like, you can't do any of the things that you used to do because you'll break your bones, but you need to take 72 vitamins so that you don't break your bones.
Getting old sucks, but everyone's doing it. Well, the lucky ones at least.
That's right. That's right.
The lucky ones. But here it is. I mean, everybody is always like, well, I want to, die young, so this way I lived and remembered as the.
Who is saying that?
There's so many people. Well, think about it. There's the 35 Club or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like all the big Hollywood actors, they all died at that one age.
Oh.
And I always wonder. I'm like, all right, well, how would they have continued to grow? In the public's eye. If they had lived to a ripe old age, or would they have gone into obscurity? Would they be as famous as they are now had they not, lived? I mean, had they actually lived rather than dying young? But a lot of people, and like a lot of songs, and we all die young, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what is it? There was a very, very famous song about dying young. What do you call it? Anyway, yeah, but I'm always curious about that. What would it be like here? Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
I like Nirvana to a certain extent. I used to hate them, and there was more along the lines of I was being petty because grunge came in and kind of was knocking metal out. You know what I mean? And metal was my genre of music, so I kept seeing my the bands I loved kind of just make their way out because grunge is coming in. But that being said, it was a talented guy, but they weren't the Beatles, man. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, oh, they changed the face of music. He was like John Lennon. No, he was good. He was talented, but he was not John Lennon. You know what I mean? Even John Lennon, I don't even know if it was all that amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. But would he have had as big of a legacy had he not blown his head off?
Well, right? I mean, the thing is, I think that who knows, right? We don't have a crystal ball. It didn't happen. Maybe it's on a different, plane of some sort. But I know that drugs was a big part of his being. And had he had the opportunity to get clean or maybe work on some mental health stuff or moving forward. Who knows what he could have been now? There's a lot of
Right.
people that grow and end up a positive influence and end up giants in the industry,
Sure.
having gotten clean and sober
Hmm.
and moved forward from there. So, I mean, it's kind of a bummer that he never had the opportunity to
Full
see
potential.
what his full potential was.
I agree. Same like River Phoenix. What do you call it?
Heath Ledger. I mean,
Heath
Heath Ledger was one
Ledger,
that crushed me. That was so sad.
Jimi Hendrix. You know what I'm
Was
saying?
it
Like
DJ AM?
there's so many different. Yeah, I think DJ AM, the whole bunch of
Yeah.
people. Like, and you go, would they have met their full? Did they already meet their full potential? Did they not? Would they have gone into obscurity? Because there are people who've
But
had hits
don't discount
much bigger than some of these people, and they've gone into obscurity right
but
after.
don't discount going into obscurity. That might be their full potential. That might be the happiest that they will ever be is they did this thing, they accomplished this goal, and then they get to live their life in peace. Some people love that. That is their, euphoria.
Fair enough. That's fine. I got you. And again, I'm not discounting, mental health or any of that stuff. That is not my.
Mhm.
That's not the conversation here. You know what I mean? The conversation's not, oh, mental health is baloney or blah blah blah. And I'm just saying a lot of these people either died from overdosing or something, or
Well,
mental health.
there's a
They
lot of
took their own
pressure that
lives.
comes with
Of
with
course.
fame and
Yeah.
with people knowing who you are and you can't
Of course.
go to the grocery store or outside. Like there's I mean, I don't know personally. I don't have that level of anything. But yeah, that's I could imagine that that would be a really hard, especially if somebody is naturally an introvert, let's say, and then
Right.
they happen to be really good at music and people start like wanting to be around them, be in their
Yeah.
presence. And, like that's, I'm sure a lot goes into that that I will probably never understand in my lifetime.
Well, you're not an introvert. You're an extrovert for the most part. You can be
Oh,
a little
I'm a little
introverted
of
here and
both.
there, but you're
Yeah.
more extroverted. If you and I went to an event together, you
No,
would
I'd
be
be talking
working
to
the room.
everybody.
You'd be
Yeah.
working the room like nobody's business. So there's no way when you go out, you're on the dance floor, you're rocking the dance floor. You are not
I got some
introverted.
moves. I got to
That
do them before I'm
mm,
too
mm,
old to
mm,
do them.
mm. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But you're not an introvert. An introvert is a completely different animal. So but I get you. And again, like suicide, awful, what do you call it, mental health. You've got to take care of it. What do you call it? Drugs, the drug abuse,
Oh,
alcohol abuse,
hmm.
awful, real serious issues. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not discounting any of that because again, I want me and my social media. I'm always trying to put out positivity and so forth and try to make people feel better about themselves. But I'm just thinking, hey, like, was this person really that good? You know what I mean? That their music and everything transcends. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, now, but
I think the proof is in the pudding. It must be because everybody thinks that it is. So if even if maybe not to everybody it is, but if there's still other people that I mean, obviously Kurt Cobain is still a huge name. Everybody knows who Kurt Cobain is. And
but
so,
why? But why? Because he killed himself,
well,
right?
I don't think it's that
High
necessarily.
profile, high profile, high profile suicide. And then
I
for a
think
while they thought
Nirvana
that
is a
Courtney Cobain did it.
huge band and that is like people
Agreed.
know Nirvana
They
and
know
know
Dave Grohl now more than they know who Kurt Cobain is because Dave Grohl
sure,
and the Foo Fighters.
totally.
But, like again, listen, there have been plenty of big bands that, again, just like you said, well, maybe they want to, but they just fall into obscurity. And most of them, I'm going to tell you, the ones that I know, sure as hell did not want that. They wanted to keep going at the top of the, upper echelon of the industry. Because once you've had that taste, most people, once you've had that taste, you cannot get that taste out of your mouth. It will not go away. I've been in the industry, this since I'm 5. I've had the taste. That's what's kept me there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I've had the stop getting stopped in Disney. I've had the getting stopped in a supermarket. I've had the stuff in the restaurants. Not to the level of someone like The Rock going out. You know
Right,
what I
yeah.
mean? Not to that level, but I understand it. And as much as in the moment you're like, bro, like, can't you just wait until I'm done eating or blah blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? Or can you not, scare the crap out of my kids type of a thing? Like at the end of the day, I still appreciate that, and I love the fact that they cared enough to come over and speak to me. But other people, like you said, that are very more introverted. I'm very extroverted. The people
Yeah.
that are more introverted, I can see how they wouldn't want that. But these people were at the top of the food chain day, the top of the food chain.
Well, I think
Tupac, Biggie, if they
in
didn't get
order to
murdered,
keep public interest, there's a story that goes around everything. So,
yeah,
sure, are there really good musical artists that never made it to that level of fame because they didn't have a story following them? Absolutely.
hmm,
Unfortunately, the public
right,
wants the story, they want the drama, they
hmm,
want everything that goes along with it.
right, right,
And so, yeah, sure, I agree that there are groups and there are artists that maybe didn't leave that or reach that level of fame because they didn't have the dramatic story, or maybe they did and it just never, took hold in the public eye or whatever it is. The public is so fickle. You never know what is going to catch their attention and what's
hmm.
going to, like, propel somebody into, like, being infamous.
Absolutely. And just right there, before we go any further, two things. One, the fact that of the point that you made about touching, the public, and where public will get interested in something. We have had a lot of response to one of our secrets from last week, which we put out on
Oh,
social. So we are going to
yes.
be going back to that later on in the show. So you guys want to stick around for that. And two, the fact that we're talking about all this famous, infamous, die young, so forth. They're all scandals, and scandals are also dirty little secrets.
They
So I
sure
wanted to do
are.
this. See, I think about these
Look
things,
at
Day.
you.
So what we are going to let you guys know is that there is going to be a little format change with the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We're prepping for it. We're getting ready for it. We're excited about it. And as you see, we can speak about pretty much anything back and forth. But we're going to start talking moving forward. Not yet, but soon. We're going to start doing things that are a little more scandalous in the public eye. And we're going to talk about some fun things that are very, very, very near and dear to a lot of you people. So I definitely hope that more people will be joining the club and more people will be listening to what we have to say. And I think we're going to have a really good time kind of changing gears a little bit. So we're going on to the next chapter of Dirty Little Secrets Club. We're just going to get a little bit of a facelift. And I'm sorry I jumped the gun on it, but our conversation was perfect
No, I
for
love it. I love
this.
it, and I am so, so excited to be moving into this next chapter. Don't get me wrong, we love getting secrets from you
Oh
guys,
yeah.
but there are so many dirty little secrets out in the world, the entertainment world, the public eye, like, it's just I'm so excited to start talking about some of the dirty little secrets out in the universe.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, please continue to send your stuff in, because
Mhm.
if there's anything that comes up, we are always, always, always looking to hear from our club members. And we're absolutely positively going to go back every so often and do a scandalous second, and be talking about stuff of past, and kind of
Gotta be juicy. I want
yeah,
some
getting, but
juicy
they
stuff.
gotta be good, and they've gotta be full. We have to have all the information, ladies and gents. We need to have all
Mhm.
the information. But that is the roundabout of what's going on. We'll just keep you guys abreast of everything. But yeah, very, very excited about that. Also, did you get did you get my message, or the thing that I tagged you in about the whole Twitter X deal with me?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That you were verified on Twitter since 2016 or some shit, and they just never put the
Can you believe that?
That's hilarious.
How much have I toiled over
You've
that
been so
garbage?
mad at Twitter for years.
Big mad, and
For
we'll talk about that later.
big
But
mad at
big
Twitter.
mad, big mad. Oh my god! Like it really. My god. So, and I wanted to put on the, what do you call it, the uh verification, the double verification, because somebody tried hacking into the account. But
Yeah.
the only way to do it is if you do like a subscription. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll do the subscription if I have to, just to put the double thing on for now. And then, what do you call it? And then that's it. And if they put on the little verification thing, I'll just block it off, because I'm not paying for it.
Mm.
So what do you call it? I put it on, and then I was like, oh, you're being reviewed for this. I was like, Okay. And then I saw the blue check goes up on Twitter, X, sorry. And son of a bitch, it says that I've been verified since 2016. And 2016 is when I had the issue where they
Yeah,
said that I was being verified, and then it never happened, and it just went to nothing. And the reason why, because I contacted the reason why they couldn't re-verify me is because I was already verified.
that's hilarious.
Thank you. It ruined 7 years of my life, but
I
thank you,
am
Dana.
very
I'm
entertained by
glad. I'm
that.
glad that was entertaining. How ridiculous is so? Either somebody at Twitter just hates me, or what do you call it? It was just like a glitch. But it was funny because I could never get a hold of anything or anybody before, and this people are actually looking at it. It's not bots, so you're
Yeah.
actually getting real people looking at the stuff. So yeah, so I had a legacy check mark on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. So I had the trifecta, and I didn't even know it. There.
Yeah.
Now that
Yeah.
it's worthless, right? Now that
Yeah,
it's worthless.
exactly. Now anybody can just like go in and buy one.
But apparently not. Apparently, even with that, you have to be. You have to be
You have to show
okayed for it.
identification. That's it.
No, they checked the account. They looked the account.
Well, yeah, to make
Um,
sure you're not a bot, but if you are a
but they
human
changed it.
being that has an
Yes.
ID, then you can get a check
but they
mark.
but they changed it now because everybody was doing that and then changing their stuff up. When they first rolled that out and they were screwing
Uh-huh.
with everybody. Apparently, they changed that, and what do you call it? They're not verifying everybody anymore. But regardless, like you said, yeah, if you have ID and you pay for it, you're at least
Yeah.
you can be put in front of people to do it. And I was like, I'm just gonna hide the damn thing because I don't want it to be like on Instagram where people buy the check mark and then it says, "Oh, you're verified in 2023 or 2024," and you know that that's probably because you paid for it. But Instagram is not like on Insta, but it shows on there. So when you click on the little verification thing, it
Mhm.
shows that it's been verified since 2016. So that makes me happy. At least I know I had it. At least I know I had it when I was what do you call it? When I didn't think I had it.
Uh-huh.
And I've been on there since like 2006 or something, 2003.
Oh my
So,
god.
so I've been on there for a long freaking time. Anyway,
Mm.
now I'm going to start using X again because they at least,
You're
did right,
you're
even though
not
it's
big mad anymore.
7 years later. But yeah, no, I'm still big mad because now I literally, Dana, I'm gonna be blunt with you. I damn near I cried. I was like, "Are you freaking?" It was like such a thing that was pushing down on my shoulder. It was like a
Yeah.
weight on my shoulders for that long because I never understood why I was having such a hard time about it, and I was like second guessing and doubting myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
and there was no reason for it. Everybody, I had Norman Reedus's agent was doing it for me. Stan Lee was doing it for his people were doing it for me. Everybody was putting their words in, and for some reason, I never had it. Well, apparently, I had it. So
There it is.
son
There
of
it
a
is.
bitch. Anyway, you ready to start these things, babe?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. So this first dirty little secret. This one is a big one because what do you call it? We've been pushing this off for the last 2 weeks. So I think it's a cute one to be completely honest. So it goes like this. I have a kitten I'm feeding without my wife's knowledge. She hates cats, and I found one on the street. Every night before I go home, I stop by the store and buy cat food. She repeatedly asks me why I come home late every night. I say I'm working or I'm out with friends. But really, I sit and hang out with this stray cat and talk about my problems and how my day was. I can't
She
I can't be
she
upset with that.
Well,
I
what's
can't be upset
hilarious
with
is,
it.
like, she thinks he's out there getting pussy, and he's out there petting pussy.
I like the way you put that. She thinks he's out getting pussy, and he's just sitting stroking a pussy. There you go.
Oh.
Well played. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. I do. Yeah, I can't be big mad at that. Like
No, it
why?
sounds like me. Like, I would truly rather just cuddle with my dogs than do pretty much anything else. If there was a stray dog out there, I would be feeding that. In fact, that dog would be in my house. Who are we kidding? It wouldn't
Yeah,
be
you
a
wouldn't
stray
you wouldn't
dog
care.
anymore. It
No.
would be my dog.
you'd be like, by the way, Joe, I got a 20th coming in.
Yeah,
Deal
yeah,
with it. And he'd
honestly,
be
at
like,
this point, with my husband, he knows too, I think. That's why he quit fighting me on it because now I'm like, "Hey, another dog is coming," and I'm basically like, "Deal with it or don't. Your
deal with it
choice,
or
but
don't.
I'm bringing a dog home."
Listen, Joe, I love you, brother, but you're the one who brought one of them home. You brought one
That's
home.
true.
That's
That's true.
just
Mhm,
saying. Just
mhm.
saying. That was you.
Sure
You
was.
fed into this.
Yeah.
Huh? You fed into this, sir. Huh? All right. Okay.
Well, and
Anyway,
he's the one too that was like, "Okay, yeah, we can foster a dog," and then, 7 dogs later, he's like, "What happened?"
what happened? Oh my God. The poopy house. So much dog poopy in there.
No. They're most of them are trained. Kuma, totally trained. Her little
Yeah.
tiny puppies, they don't even poop yet. I mean, they do, but mommy takes care of all of that. The 2
Yeah.
big dogs poop outside. Like, my house good. We good.
You know I'm messing with you, right?
Yeah. I don't want you starting
And
rumors
they're
that I have a poopy
no,
house.
well, they're
So
all little,
mean.
but they're all little dogs. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it out there right now. No offense to cat people, but dogs are a lot easier than cats. Cats are easier because they don't need that extra attention. But what do
Mhm.
you call it? But dogs go outside, cats poop in the house. And doesn't matter how much you're on it, that cat litter smells so bad. So bad.
Yeah. I don't
I
love
had
cat litter. That was
I
one of
had
my big
7
hangups
cats.
having a cat.
7 cats I had at one point.
At one
7
time?
cats at one time, yeah, with my
Wow.
ex. I had 7 cats and a dog. Yep. That was a lot, a lot,
Wow.
a lot all at once. But see, when I was at home, when I lived at home with my mother, because a long, long time ago, when I was younger, I was in the pet industry.
Right.
And what do you call it? So I had like 16 rabbits and hamsters and gerbils and like exotic animals and like all different things and environments. I had a whole hutch outside that I had all the different things in. Like I had all lots of animals.
Yeah.
And one Ed is a bitch to take care of. And I always loved animals, and now I'm super thrilled having my dog, and
Yeah.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
and the kids. I mean, the kids are animals too.
Yeah.
No, but
They really are.
the dog, one dog, that's it. I don't need any more. I mean, look, maybe a second dog I wouldn't hate, but at the end of the day, no more cats. No more cats. I mean, doesn't help that, it doesn't hurt that people in the house are allergic to cats, but like
Yeah. My
at the end of the
husband's
day,
allergic to cats.
it's so much easier because they're not over there knocking things over, being little pricks. They're what do you call it? They're not crapping in the litter box like and stanking up the
The
place.
one good thing about a cat, though, is if you have to leave for the entire day, you don't have to worry about, like, running home to let the
Right.
dog out because the cat is like, "Well, I just go in my little area. I go whenever I want."
But if you have a small dog makes small poopy. A
Uh-huh.
big dog makes big poopy.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who want to go out and get a Rottweiler, well, good luck with all that when you have to be out all day. I
Yeah.
got my little mini dachshund. I'm
Yeah,
good. He
and you can
goes,
take a little
that's
doggy
it.
with you. Little
That too.
puppies, they travel well.
So did you take Snow with you this past week? I know you
I
were talking about
actually
going
Snow
somewhere.
doesn't have all of his, vaccinations yet, but after
Oh,
March 7th, I plan on taking him everywhere with me.
you're gonna dress that little bitch up all the
I
time,
have
aren't you?
so many sweaters.
You're such a dick. You're such a dick. I'm sorry. Love you, but that's just I get it. I get it. I do. I get it. I listen, Jasper has his sweatshirts and hoodies and
Mhm.
all that, and he looks so freaking cute.
So
Haley
cute.
posted a picture of Jasper on her story the other day. I don't know if you would see well, I don't know if you have Haley on there.
I
What do you call it?
don't have Haley on there.
She did this thing. I don't know if it's still up. I'm gonna look real quick. Okay, hold on. Can you see this? There we go. So those
Yes.
of you who are watching the what do you call it? Watching the YouTube version, you could have seen Jasper, just a silly picture of him.
That's
But
very funny.
yeah, but we yes, we do dress him up too. I am ashamed of it. I am ashamed of it.
You should
But
It's cold in New York. You need
but
to give
he's
him a sweater.
oh,
How's
he's
he
got
gonna
his little
make pee-pee without
jacket.
being warm.
He has this big jacket that he goes out with, and he walks around. He
Mhm.
thinks he's the size of a Rottweiler, but he's not. You
Totally.
know.
Yeah, that's all little dog, well, not all of them, but I have some little dogs that think they're Rottweilers too.
All right, it's all you, kid. You're on to the next one.
Okay.
So this sounds salty.
This this one does sound salty. I have a booger wall in my office. It is covered by a painting that I move to the side every time I have a good one to wipe.
Ugh. Bleh. Bleh.
The
I'm gonna
kicker
puke.
is I'm quitting this job next month. So do I leave it or let them find it when they repaint in 20 years?
Oh my God! Wait, and let him find it. Oh,
Definitely
oh,
wait and let them find it.
oh! Let him
Imagine
find it. Oh,
imagine
oh.
they take the painting off the wall, right? And it's just like you know how usually underneath it's like the paint, it's just like a square of paint or wherever the lighting came in where it wasn't what's it called? Like bleached out
Oh
and
my
it's
God!
just boogers
So
everywhere.
just got like slimy booger schnots. Oh
No,
my
they're gonna be
God!
solid then. They're gonna be
Bleh.
hard as diamonds.
Ugh. It's kind of like what do you call it when people take their gum and stick them under a table and you've been
Mhm.
like or a school year or whatever and then you've got like all the ugh,
Blech,
so gross. Can you
blech.
imagine? And then they
Also,
have to
are
like
you 7? Why do you
pick it
have a
all
booger
off.
wall?
Well, listen, at least they have it on the wall and not in their mouth. That's I mean that's
Ooh.
one positive I'll take away from that. I'll always look on the brighter side of life. But at the end of the day, who the hell is putting boogers on the wall? I guess maybe they have a deep rooted issue with their job, right?
Mm, possibly. Also,
Who
and
does
this
that?
is really funny, I just thought of this. Um, booger or nose picking has been linked to Alzheimer's.
Really?
Yeah, I just
Oh,
saw an article on it and I'm not going to get all of the details right about it. So if you're actually curious about this, then go ahead and look it up. But I saw two headlines that were talking about how because you have bacteria on your hands, whenever you stick it up your nose, it like activates something, whatever is going on in your body to protect from that bacteria.
oh, I'm in
And
trouble. I
whatever
pick my
that
nose all the time.
is linked to Alzheimer's.
That's not good. That's not
Mhm.
good. I pick my nose all the time, Dana.
Well, I mean, you better be careful. You might start forgetting things.
I did. I did. I forgot. I
Don't
forgot.
forget me, Brim.
I forgot. What are we doing again? Wait, why am I here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Dana. I remember. All right, good.
For a
Oh
second
yeah,
until you
yeah.
forget again. Who are you?
so, so that's kind of like you ever watch Ren and Stimpy?
Yes.
Stimpy had his collection of boogers.
Oh, that's right. God, that show was so gross.
And I will say happy birthday to Bob Camp. Bob is a friend of mine. He's one of the creators of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh,
It was his
really?
birthday this past week. Yeah, I was actually supposed to shoot into Manhattan to see him, but we weren't able to make it happen. But
Oh, happy birthday, Bob.
yeah, happy birthday, Bob Camp, great guy, and yeah, he is one of the creators of the most amazing show on television ever. I'm sorry, it was my favorite. Ren and
It,
Stimpy was my favorite.
it was
You didn't like
so.
it? It's
Oh
okay
no,
if you
I
don't
loved
like
it.
it,
I loved it. I watched it all the time. It was the dumbest show in the whole world. That and Beavis and
right?
Butthead, which is why I loved them both.
Thank you. We are Beavis and Butthead. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Powdered toast, man. You got that one, and then you've got no sir, I didn't like it. And then call the police. The walrus. Oh my god, so funny. Save my baby, save
Oh my
do you know what I'm talking about? It's okay if you don't remember
god.
it. It was the building was on fire, and she's like, "Save my dogs!" She throws all the dogs out. Save my walrus! She
Oh
throws
my
the
god.
walrus, and then catch the walrus. Rose is like, "Somebody call the police!" Because it's this ginormous woman, and then she's like, "Save me!" And then you got Ren trying to grab her, and she throws Ren in her mouth, and then flies down the what do you call it, the stairs, the fireman's stairs. It's hilarious.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
yeah, that's one of my favorites. I love that, and the voice work on that is just so funny because it's just so ridiculous. Uh, but anyway, what do you call it? Now that we kind of worked off into that, should we move along to the next one, or what do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so the next one says, "I am dating a girl that I haven't introduced to my family or friends yet. She's a lot younger than me. I'm 57 and she's 21. Obviously, the sex is incredible and probably 60% of the reason we're together. I also pay for everything, and I'm okay with it. My oldest kid is 27. I like her a lot. We've been dating for wait, my oldest kid is 27. I like her a lot. I've been dating for several months, but I know my family and friends are going to be either be mad, make fun of me, or not take it seriously. So I'm keeping my midlife crisis girlfriend to myself for a bit longer, especially my oldest son. He already hates me, so not trying to add fuel to his fire. Wow. Okay, now I get it. Why he put in the oldest kid is 27 and the girl is 21. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Oh.
makes now because I was like, wait, my oldest kid. What? Where does that?
Yeah, why
Now
are
it
you
makes
telling us
yeah.
that?
Now I was like, okay, all right, thank you. Like
Happy
information's good.
birthday, oldest kid, I get was you just slipping in a shout out or
Yeah. Shut up, holler. Yeah, all right. That okay. Okay.
So any
Where did he
fear,
find her?
midlife crisis guy, over your 21-year-old girlfriend trying to diddle your 27-year-old son?
Ooh. Wow.
Just saying,
Well,
it's a
he hates
possibility.
him already, so he's probably not around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Probably not
either that or
around
he
that.
hates him and he tries to go for it.
Oh, 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 that's
Hey,
not
we
ew.
got some
Uh,
family drama going on here.
Listen, like I said, that's kind of nasty. Like there was this one girl who was after she had hooked up with my older stepbrother. Apparently, I didn't even know about it. Then she had a thing for my father, and
I
then
think
and she
that
had a
I think your
she had a
nose
thing for
picking
me.
got the better of you because we've
Boy,
heard this story like 3 times.
oh, we did talk about this
We were
before.
having an Alzheimer's moment.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's not happening. That's kind of gross. I was surprised she didn't go after my younger brother either. Freaking
Maybe
gross.
she did, and he just never told you guys.
I think he would have told me at that point. Maybe not now, but he would have told me at that point. But the craziness, man, crazy, crazy.
Well,
I don't know. What do
so
you think?
I guess I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. I don't like to judge a relationship because, I mean, there's a huge age gap there. And for me, like if I am even around a 21-year-old at this time in my life, I'm like, "Oh my god, where's your binky and your blankie? Is it nap time?" Like, it's just we're on different levels, right? Like, it's just
Uh,
mind-wise, maturity-wise, all of it. It's a different level,
yeah.
but I also know that there are, like, old souls and young spirits and, like, maybe she's like an old soul kinda gal, or, I
Okay.
don't or maybe he's just really into his traditional midlife crisis.
And or maybe I mean, maybe he's a good-looking older guy. 36 years difference is ridiculous.
That's a
That's way too
lot.
much. That's a lot. 36 years, that's like, all right, why you fucking grandpa? There's no reason for it. You're gonna when you fucking and his fucking false teeth fall out in your face. I mean, like,
Oof,
is that
oof.
attractive to you? Some people might say yes. Some people might want to change a colostomy bag. Some people might want to freaking I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they want to change diapers. I don't know. I
Well, I
again,
mean, it
as you
doesn't
would
sound like
say,
he's yet
as you would
there.
say, I am not going to yuck their yum.
Yeah.
However, proceed. What were you going to say?
Well, it doesn't sound like he's, there at the diaper stage quite yet.
Not at 57.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe this is also like a mutual thing. He said, "I pay for everything," and he's okay with it. So maybe this is like beneficial for both of them. She's like, "Oh, I am having good sex with this guy. He's an older man. He pays for everything. I don't have to worry about anything." That's beneficial for her. And then for him, he's like, "I'm diddling a 21-year-old girl and I get to like, run around with a 21-year-old girl, so it's beneficial for him."
But hold on a minute. We're not hearing from her. We don't know if the sex is good for her. We
Well,
just know
that's
that the
true.
sex is good for him.
True,
Who's
true,
to say
true.
it's good for her? We don't know that.
Yeah.
We don't know. I don't know. Do you know? I don't
I
know.
don't. I don't.
I don't
Nope.
know. The fact of the matter is that it could very well be because an older man knows more about we would hope knows more about what they're doing and knows
Right, a
how to
little
navigate.
experience under that belt.
Right, knows how to, navigate a female body much better than a younger guy or an older guy with more experience. You know what I mean? And it's
Mhm.
not like, fucking run. You know what I mean? But like, um, again, 36 fucking years. That's a big freaking difference.
See,
It
what gets
really
me
is.
every time with the age differences, and it's like I think of a 36-year-old man right now and then a baby being born right now and being like, "Oh, you 2 are gonna fuck in the future?" That feels weird.
Weird. So weird. So
Yeah,
weird. Like, why? No,
that
no, no.
it feels weird, but
Yeah.
again, I can't judge that kind of because she's not a baby. She's 21. She's a legal adult, barely, but she is. And so, I mean, I yeah, I mean, go for it, I guess. But think about why you're ashamed of it because you don't want to tell your friends or your family about it because you're afraid of what they're going to think. So, there's obvious some sort of like shame going around there, and you call it a
Shame,
midlife
shame,
crisis.
shame.
So you are trying to cover it up with a joke too by calling her your midlife crisis girlfriend. Ha 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 ha. Um, so I don't know. I feel like he's having some deeper feelings that he probably needs to dig into about this.
Shame, shame, shame. You should have known better.
Mm,
No,
mhm.
not good. Well,
Boop
you
your
do whatever
nose
you
with a
want.
newspaper.
Oop, there you go. I listen. Teach their own. If he's let him. I'm not gonna yuck your yum. You get yours, bro. Like, but I mean, hey, I don't know. You would think what the fuck do you have in common that closely with a 21-year-old or 21-year-old that with somebody who's 56? Like what?
Mhm.
Or was it 56, 57? How
57, I think.
how what do you have to talk about? Like
Yeah.
there's like what do you have to like, are you going to talk about like, Cardi B and shit like that? Like what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like even sometimes when I do the show with with Alex, when we do with them Brimskin or whatever,
Mhm.
and like and he's 30, and we're sitting and we're having conversations and I'm like, what the hell? How do you not know about this? How do you not know about
Oh,
that? How have
yeah.
you never seen this? It is
Uh-huh.
mind rattling sometimes, which is
Yeah,
part of the fun of the show. But
totally.
at the end of the day, or with Kim and Tom, they have no freaking clue about what I'm talking about. I am more in the know because I have kids at
Uh-huh.
three different ages. And I'm in entertainment, so I know a lot more than what somebody my normal age would know. So, but it's I don't know. Anyway, would you like to move on?
Let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it. We are actually we have some comments from our last episode of The Big
Yes.
Mad. Would you like to take it away, Brim?
Yeah, I'm happy to. So, what do you call it? We've been posting on social media. We've been putting the clips out there for those of you who are not following us. Please check it out at the DLS DLS Club, or is that what it is? I no, oh yeah, the DLSC podcast. Oh, pod. D,
Pod, I
I
think.
suck at this, and you don't know either. Look at you looking. Look at you looking. That's how bad it is.
We're at on
We have not been paying attention to this poor Instagram account. But if you
Oh
if
my
you go
god.
to Instagram and it's at the DLSC pod, I'm pretty sure is what it is, right?
Why can I not find it? Oh, there it is. The DLS Club Pod.
There we go. Club pod. There, listen to what she said.
Wow.
What she said. Sorry
Wow.
about that. We're idiots. It's okay. Look, it's been a long day. And it's only 1 o'clock here. It's still like 11 o'clock by you, right? So
Oh.
it's already been a long day. That being said, we've been putting out little snippets from the shows, and we've been getting lots of feedback, which is amazing. So we love to hear from you guys. This is the type of interaction and engagement that we're looking for. So please continue this. Please shoot back more information, and we will read it on the show. Not everybody, of course, can't get to everybody, but we do have a bunch of them that we can talk about here. So, the responses were to Big Mad, which is about a kid who had stolen a 5-cent piece of bazooka from
Ah,
a Piggly
the
Wiggly,
the big bazooka heist.
the big bazooka heist, and what do you call it? You like those little names?
I do, yeah.
That's fun. What do you call it? And what do you call it? And a week or so later, the store shut down, and this poor kid thought that because he stole that 5-cent piece of gum, he put them out of business.
Put him totally
So
out of business.
so our listeners started, giving us feedback of things that they did when they were younger. And there are a lot more than this, but we're going to read a few off. Day, would you like to do a first response or two?
Yeah, in 4th grade, I was stealing candy with my friends all the time. Then I got caught with my dad, and we got caught stealing mail, a federal offense. That ended there.
Wow. Wow. Okay. What kind of mail were you stealing and why? Was it like the porch pirates? Because porch pirates are a real thing. They are a real thing.
It's
I don't
funny though
know.
because you think that you're not doing anything too bad. You're like, "What? I took somebody's fucking, GQ magazine," and the FBI is like, "You gone jail."
You go learn.
Yeah.
You gonna learn. You gonna learn. All right. So the next one is I stole a chapstick from a pharmacy when I was 7, and I was so scared the police would come knocking on my door. Never did it again.
Man,
All
that little
right.
kid fear. Yeah, forever you're like, "Oh my god, is today the day?" Or you're like walking down the street and a cop car passes and you're like, "Are they for me?"
Oh, oh my god! Oh my god! Like craziness. Like seriously, it was the same thing from, and and I told it a million times before about my what do you call it, my mattress when I ripped
Oh yeah,
the
uh-huh.
ripped the things off the mattress that say "Do not rip off," and I thought that the feds were coming for me. My mother laughed at me. She laughed at me. I'm gonna
I know.
repeat that again. She laughed at me. They're all gonna
Well,
laugh
I
at you.
mean, it was kind of funny though.
All right, you're on to the next one.
What an interesting, fun topic. I stole something and never felt bad about it because it was literally once.
Okay, once that's so you're a good person. That's a good person. We got a lot of people that were like, I don't know about that. I've never done that. Now I'm side eyeing right now because I'm like, everybody's walked with something, whether it be a little
Right?
piece of candy or something bigger.
Or like
You've
something you
walked with
took from like a
something.
friend's house or like something, right?
I would think. I would
Yeah.
think. What do you call it? I think you should read this next one because it's very much a Dana thing
Okay.
from your story last week.
I used to be a raging whoop. Hold on, I just lost my place. I used to be a raging klepto as a kid, so I never felt bad when I pinched something from a shop, but I'm glad I got out of that habit.
That's
Same.
great.
Same. Yeah, no,
Much
listen, be a
better.
klepto when you're a kid. When you get older, you can go to big boy jail, so you gotta stop
Oh
being a
yeah.
klepto.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What do you call it? Let's see what the next one is. After getting lots of free literature from the places my parents used to hang out, I thought everything was free. So I accidentally stole a coloring book from the grocery store. My mom made me return it and apologize. Life lessons.
Yep. Yep. Well, yeah, because kids, they're so funny because they just think like, "I want it, it's mine. I take it.
Yeah.
I just take
But
it. If you want something, you just take it. It's yours."
But if you got away with it, I mean, they should have just left it. She could have just kept it,
I know. It was like a coloring book. Man,
Oh,
way
no, no,
to
no,
be
I
a
paid for it.
buzzkill, mom.
I paid for it. It's okay. I got you. I got you. What do you call it? Haley used to walk out with things all the time. I'd be like, like, "Well, keep it. I mean, I'm already in the car. I'm too
I'm
lazy to
not
bring my
going
ass back
back.
inside. Right. Not going back inside. Then they'll be like, you walked out with it. No, man, I didn't. I'm not
Yeah.
taking that chance.
Yeah.
So, all right, you're up.
All right. As a kid, I was carrying a stuffed animal around to store the whole time. When we got to the car, I realized I was still carrying it and she didn't pay for it. I told her right away and she brought it back in. Then, as a teenager, I stole things from stores for fun.
Well played. Hashtag well played. Well played, sir or ma'am.
Done that though? Like, I've done it where I've like thrown something in the bottom of the cart, like a case of soda or whatever, and then just
Yes.
walked out and was like, whoop, whoopsie.
Oops. I did not
Well,
know. I didn't. Well,
I
sometimes you
guess
really
it's
just don't remember.
going in the no, like, I have totally forgotten and just, like, walked out.
I don't know if it's by you as well, but here You know how they have all because when you do it, you're binking them all yourself.
Uh-huh.
When you do the self checkout stuff,
Yeah.
and now it asks you, did you make sure to get everything underneath your cart too? It asks you that, and
Well,
that's
smart because
of
it's for
course
people
why.
like me that would fucking forget that, I had a case of water or whatever under my cart.
A case of wine. Who knew?
Oh, whoopsie
Who
daisy.
knew? Well, you guys have that out there. You have the luxury of having like wine in your stores.
It is wonderful. I'm not gonna lie. It's the
it's a
best.
it's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. All right,
Mm.
we're gonna read one more. One more. It's I used to go to Walmart and my sister would steal hundreds of dollars in groceries and switch the price tag scan codes to something cheaper. So technically, she didn't steal it.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate on, scratching big business because
It is what it
they're
is.
overcharging for shit anyways.
Truth.
So,
Here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing is that's why they make sure that everything that you self check out goes into the what do you call it? The onto the weight the weight thing. And now that's why
ah,
you have to put everything out of your cart now and onto this little weight thing. So
uh-huh.
it weighs it and will tell you if that's the right thing. So if you go and you put like a price tag of a Kit Kat on a filet mignon, it's going, no, no,
No,
no, not
no.
today. You know what I
Your
mean?
Kit Kat does not weigh 3 pounds.
No, no, no. No, no, no. What do you call it? Anyway, we really appreciate you guys doing this and engaging with us on social. We really, really appreciate it. Please keep them coming. We'll keep it coming as well. We did also do, if you checked out the stories, and I think you could get it on X, I believe Dana posted it. If not, I'll post it. But we also did what was the other one that we posted?
$8,000.
The $8,000. We're
$8,000.
talking about the dollar stores. So definitely check that one out. And we'd love to hear feedback about that. Yeah, what do you call it? Please keep it going. And the big thing in all the social, everybody loved the phrase big mad.
Big
Everybody
mad. It
loved
was
the
a hit.
phrase.
It was a hit. Everyone's gonna be big mad from now on.
I am big mad. I am big mad that we didn't think of it sooner.
Well, everybody else is gonna be big mad that we are taking 2 weeks off, but when we
Yes.
come back, we're gonna have a much better fun actually, no, our show's already pretty fucking good,
It's
but
pretty fun.
it's gonna
But
be a
we're doing
different
the
format,
change.
and I'm really excited for it.
It's going to be awesome, guys. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you so much for tuning in every single week to Dirty Little Secrets Club. Please bear with us when we do take our little bit of a break. Do not run. Do not hide. Make sure you come back and see the facelift of the new club. Bigger, better, and it's going to be amazing. So, guys, again, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you again for tuning in. Hit us up on social media, especially during the break. Hit us up. Let us know what you think. Tell us that you miss us. And Dana, the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Guys, the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll see you guys again, God willing, 2 more weeks.
Follow me. Promised land. You think we want something from you? You got another thing coming.